So thank you guys so much for joining tonight. Tonight's class is iron yoga. So like I said, if you do have weights, go ahead and grab them. Weights are always optional. I am using 8 pounds, so you can kind of decide if you want to go higher or lower than that. But always just choose what's feeling good for you, and always feel free to put them down if they are feeling a little heavy. We are going to get started tonight in hero's pose. So hero's pose is down on our knees, but we actually stay up with our heels and our hips resting on our heels. Now, if for whatever reason this posture is not comfortable for you, so maybe you have some knee pain where this is uncomfortable, feel free to customize this starting position as you wish. So you can either go down to child's pose, or you can sit cross-legged if that feels comfortable. But I'm going to get started here in hero's pose. So big toes come together, knees come together, and our hips rest over our heels if that feels okay. And again, if that's not feeling good on your knees, go ahead and adjust as you feel comfortable. Bring your hands to the tops of your thighs. You can either rest them palms down, or if you wish, palms up, maybe touching the tip of your pointer finger and your thumb. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Reach the crown of your head nice and tall. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, take another longer, fuller breath through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Allowing your shoulders to fall away from your ears. Take your longest, fullest, deepest inhale yet. Try to invite in as much air as you possibly can into your lungs. Pause when you reach the top. Maybe try to squeeze in one more sip of air. And forcibly exhale everything out. Beautiful. Allowing your torso to protect your spine by engaging just enough through the core. Allowing your shoulders to stack up over your hips. And allowing your head to balance perfectly centered at the top of your spine. Closing your eyes if that feels comfortable. Just allowing your attention to turn inward. Setting up the mind, preparing it for our focused class today. Spending just this amount of time on just you. Continuing to breathe in and out through the nose, trying to listen to the sound of each inhale and each exhale. Beautiful. And gently beginning to flutter your eyes open. Gently allow your right ear to draw down toward your right shoulder, stretching out the left side of your neck. Moving in a circular motion down, bringing your chin toward the chest, reaching over toward your left shoulder, slowly moving back and returning back over your right shoulder. And then going the opposite direction back. And then to the left, down, and back to the right. Moving really slowly through the neck. While we're still seated, gently twirl your wrists in one direction. So you can go in or out, whichever feels comfortable for you. And then change that into the opposite direction. Beautiful. Grab your hands, clasp your fingers together, press your palms out forward, and then reach the palms all the way up above your head, pressing them toward the sky. Inhale. Exhale, gentle bend to the right. Breathing into the left side body, rooting down through the left hip. Inhale back to center. Exhale, gently bending toward the left side of the room, breathing into the right side of your body, maybe rooting down through that right hip. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, gentle back bend. Lift through the chest, cactus the arms, reaching the elbows back. Inhale, reach your arms back to the sky. Exhale, plant your hands down, walk forward to a tabletop position. Separate the fingers nice and wide, rooting down through all 10 fingertips and noticing you might have a little tingling through the ankles. So really slowly rolling out one ankle at a time, both directions, and then the other ankle, one direction, and then switch. Beautiful. Maybe shake your hips right and left a little bit, making sure we're increasing the blood flow through the bottom half of the body. And then return back to center. Inhale, cow pose. Look up, let the belly drop, roll the shoulders down your back. Exhale, cat pose. Round the spine, tuck your chin, press through the tops of your feet. Inhale, cow pose. Big breath in and exhale, cat pose. Round the spine, breathing into the space between the vertebrae. One more round here. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Beautiful. And just take a couple breaths here to customize your warm-up. If you like to open up your wrists, feel free to point your fingers back towards you, one palm at a time, facing up. Maybe rocking side to side. I always encourage you to find a way to customize your warm-up, breathing into wherever might feel tight today. And maybe that just means wiggling around to see where you feel a little tight today. All of our bodies are different, and we want to respect those differences by warming up what we need. Beautiful. Make sure you've balanced yourself on both sides and then return to your tabletop position. Inhale, step your right foot back. Exhale, step your left foot back. High plank, shoulders still stacked over the wrists. Squeeze the belly button up. Puff up the space between the shoulder blades. Look down and in front of you. Draw your heels back. Inhale. Exhale, come down to forearm plank. Still maintaining that nice stack of shoulders over elbows, but this time you can either keep your arms, your palms clasped together, or you can press palms down into the mat, squeezing that belly button in and up. Hips and ribs draw toward one another. Inhale, push yourself up to high plank. Rooting down through the fingertips, core is still engaged. Big inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips. Keep the heels lifted and then press one heel down at a time as you bend the other knee, breathing into the back of your legs, back of your calf, back of your knee. Walking out the dog, alternating which heel is down and which knee is bent. Beautiful. And then settle into your downward facing dog, trying to reach your hips as high as they'll go, drawing your torso toward the tops of your thighs, reaching your shoulders away from your ears, pressing down through the fingertips, and drawing the heels toward the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, take many, many steps to get your feet behind your wrists. Step, step, step. Take your time. Ragdoll pose. Allow your torso to rest on your thighs. Option to keep your fingertips there or grab opposing elbows. You'll notice this kind of lengthens out the whole back. So if that feels good on the back, great. If it doesn't, Then just release the pressure by putting your fingertips on the mat. Beautiful. Release your left hand down. Keep a deep bend in your left knee. Inhale, reach your right arm, reaching it toward the sky. You might be able to straighten out the right knee a little bit. If you have a block handy, feel free to place it under your left hand. Inhale, hold. Exhale, slowly reach your right fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, reach your left arm up, keeping a deep bend in the right knee, maybe starting to straighten out the left knee. It doesn't have to straighten out all the way. Ragdoll twist. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, lower your left fingertips down. Inhale, slowly roll yourself all the way up to standing. Head and neck are last to lift. Big shoulder rotations all the way up, back, and down. Once again, up, back, and down. Beautiful. Heel toe your feet together. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms to the sky. Spiral the pinkies in. Tuck the tailbone down. Squeeze your inner glutes together, your inner thighs together. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Squeeze your belly button back towards your spine. Inhale, hold here. Exhale, chair pose. Bend the knees, sink your hips down. Keep the chest lifted. If this starts to feel uncomfortable on the shoulders, option to reach your fingertips forward. If it's okay to keep them lifted, then you're aiming to have your biceps next to your ears. Squeeze the belly in, lengthen the low spine, so you're trying to reduce the curve back to its natural state and not crunching the low back. Beautiful. Maybe sink the hips just a little lower. Lift the chest, sink the hips. Lift the chest, sink the hips. Maybe one more time, lift the chest, sink the hips. Maybe you're staying right there and that's okay. Exhale, reach your arms down to your side, palms up. Extend your palms behind you as high as you can toward the ceiling. Continuing to look down, lengthening the back of your neck. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep your arms forward and up. Exhale, sweep them down and back, activating the triceps, keeping the elbows reaching toward the actual body. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, sweep them back, palms up, squeeze them together, lift them higher. Inhale, press all the way to standing. Arms come high. Exhale, forward fold. Push the hips back, lead with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift, long, strong spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a high plank. Hold for a breath, big inhale, squeeze those abs in tight. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Beautiful. Palms under your shoulders, squeezing the elbows toward your ribs. Inhale, baby cobra. Lengthen the back of the neck. Lift the chest as high as you feel comfortable. Putting little weight in the hands. Lower all the way down. Inhale, push yourself up to tabletop. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Hold for a breath here. Still stretching out the back of the legs, pressing the heels down, tilting the hips to the sky, lengthening the whole back of the leg. Beautiful. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk forward. Forward fold. Feet together this time. Grab your weights. Inhale. Rise all the way to standing, mountain pose. Bring your arms up to the sky, weights stacked over shoulders, squeezing through the core. Beautiful. Tucking the tailbone down. Inhale, draw your weights down so they're right in front of your shoulders. Chair pose. Sink the hips. Bend the knees. Your weights are just right above your elbows, right in front of your shoulders. So they're nice and supported there while you get into your chair pose. Once you're stable, release your weights down to your side, palms face in. Then turn your palms so they face behind you. Slowly begin to lift the weights straight up behind you, activating through the triceps. Lower down. Inhale, reach your weights forward, parallel to the ground, palms face in. Lower down, palms face back. Reach them up high. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift them up in front of you, palms face together. Inhale, lower. Exhale, palms face behind you, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, forward. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Press all the way up to standing. Beautiful. Roll your shoulders down your back. Once again. Beautiful. Slowly hinge at the hips with your core engaged. Bring your weights down to the mat and release them. Press your palms down. Step all the way back to a high plank. Hold high plank. Squeeze those core muscles in tight. Reach the crown of your head forward. You are activating every muscle as you're holding high plank. One more inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, baby cobra, or maybe medium cobra. Start to lift your chest a little higher off the mat, keeping the elbows bent as you're noticing this does put a little more pressure on the low back. Lower all the way down. Inhale through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Beautiful. Take a big inhale here and exhale, release. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Toes point down, heel points straight up. Lift with the back of your right thigh. Squeeze your right glute. Maybe lift the right heel a little higher. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Low lunge. Grab your weights. Beautiful. Inhale, high lunge. Bring your weights to your shoulders. So whenever we're using weights, I do like to try to keep my weights in front of my shoulders whenever we're doing any big movements through the core or through the back. So whenever we're doing transitions, if you're like, oh man, that may feel a little weird, always feel free to bring your weights to your shoulders, because that's a really secure place for them to be as you're finding your position. Beautiful. Once you're in position, inhale, press your weights up to the sky. Weights are stacked directly above the shoulders, gripping them nice and strong. Hold here. Exhale, lower them halfway down, out to your sides. So your arms look like goalposts. Your elbows are at 90-degree angles, palms reaching forward, still holding that lunge. Elbows are in line with your shoulders. Beautiful. Keeping that same height. Draw your elbows toward each other so your forearms are parallel. Beautiful. Exhale, open them back up. Inhale, fold them back together. Inhale, open that book. Exhale, close it parallel. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Beautiful. Draw your weights back to your shoulders or a secure spot. Exhale, find warrior 2 feet. Spiral the back heel down. Sink into that front knee. Back toes are pressing down into the mat. Front toes are gripping, knee stacked over the ankle. Beautiful. With your weights, once you have that secure base, reach your weights out to find those warrior 2 arms. If your weights are heavier, always please keep your elbows bent, palms up. Beautiful. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your right arm to the sky. Nice strong grip. Left arm reaches down the back thigh. Beautiful. Inhale, star pose. Straighten the front knee. Parallel your right toes to your left. Arms reach up to create that beautiful X. Exhale, horse squat. Bring your elbows in toward your ribs. Heels in, toes out. Sink your hips down low. So hips and toes are in one straight line. Thinking like sumo squats. Our toes are pointed out. Our heels are pointed in. Great. Really squeeze through those bottom glutes. Notice that you need those to keep you low. Beautiful. Reach your arms straight down in front of you, palms reaching forward. Maintain that squat as we bicep curl. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. If you need to stand up in between, go for it. Really focus on squeezing those glutes to hold the squat. But if you gotta stand up to take a break, then I totally support that, and then just get right back into it and join us. Keeping the core engaged the whole time, shoulders stacked over hips still, prevent the back from rounding. Beautiful. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Inhale, star pose. Reach your arms up, parallel the feet. Exhale, warrior 2. Pivot the right toes forward, arms reach out. Inhale, hold. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach forward. Place your right elbow on the thigh. Stack your left arm over the left shoulder, gripping that weight so strong. Beautiful. Inhale, look down and in front of you. Bring your weight through the shoulders. Pivot your torso down, and then slowly with control, release your weights down to the mat, holding the low lunge. Take a breath right here. Inhale, feeling the stretch. Low lunge stretch. Beautiful. Plant your left hand into your mat. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Low lunge twist. Exhale, release your right hand down. Step back to a high plank. So still holding that high plank, squeezing those abs in, reaching your hips and your ribs toward one another, pressing yourself up away from the ground. Inhale. Exhale as slow as you can. Lower yourself slow, 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 all the way down to your belly. It's like a reverse push-up. Inhale, cobra or baby cobra. If you still want to stay low, that's okay. Inhale through tabletop, tuck the back toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. One full breath here, focusing on our intention for our class today. We are getting strong and focused. Inhale, reach your left leg high. Hips stay level. Engage your left glute. Lift with the back of your left thigh. Reach the heel a little higher. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Place your left foot between your hands. Find your stability, then grab your weights. Inhale, high lunge with your weights to your shoulder. So once again, I like to keep my weights at the shoulders for stability until we find the posture. Our hips are secure. Our left knee is stacked over the left ankle. Beautiful. Inhale, reach your arms straight up to the sky. Weights stack over shoulders. Bend the elbows to 90 degrees. Reach your arms out like goalposts. Palms reach forward. Elbows are shoulder height. Beautiful. Inhale as we slowly press our weights together. So the elbows stay on one line, moving from directly outside of your shoulders to directly in front of your shoulders. Inhale to the side. Exhale forward. Inhale side. Exhale, forward. Elbows maintain 90-degree angles the whole time. Last one to the side. And last one forward. Beautiful. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Or if they're starting to feel heavy, keep them at your shoulders. Exhale, warrior two. Spin that back heel down. Arms come to a T as soon as you feel comfortable. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your left arm to the sky. Right arm reaches down the back thigh. Strong grip in both hands. Inhale, star pose. Parallel the feet. Reach the arms up like an X. So strong. Exhale, horse squat. Pivot your toes out, heels in. Elbows toward your hips. Arms reach out to your sides. Beautiful. Once again, you can hold the squat, or if that's too challenging today, feel free to lift with each squat and bicep curl. Bring your arms straight down in front of you, palms reach forward. Squeeze that core in tight for stability. Roll the shoulders down your back to prevent the rounding, and bicep curl. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. With each lift, activate the bicep. Lower. Squeeze. Lower. If you're holding that squat, squeeze those glutes. Beautiful. Core engaged. Suck in that tummy in. We got this. If you gotta stand, you gotta stand. Just get back into it. Beautiful. Let's do 4 more. We are so strong. Last 2. Last 1. Beautiful. Inhale, star pose. Parallel the feet. Exhale, warrior 2. Pivot your left toes forward. Arms come to a T. We are rocking the iron yoga today. Inhale, hold. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach forward. Lower the left elbow to the thigh. Punch that right weight above the shoulder. Squeeze that grip in tight. Beautiful. Inhale, look down and in front of you. Release your weight down to your shoulder. Pivot the chest down. Then release the weight slowly with control. Hold your low lunge. Runner's lunge. Hold it for a breath here. Beautiful. Plant your right hand down. Inhale, reach your left arm to the sky. Low lunge twist. Beautiful. Inhale, release your left hand down. Step your left foot back to meet your right. High plank. Squeeze those abs in. This is such an active posture. Pressing down through the fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Beautiful. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower all the way down. Once again, inhale, cobra. Feeling a nice stretch along the front of your abs. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding for a breath. Stretching out the back of the body, lifting the hips, drawing the heels down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward and have a seat. Come down. If you need a sip of water, go ahead and grab it. We are a little more than halfway through, but we're going to take a pause and do a little bit of core work in between our iron flows. So come all the way down to your back. Beautiful. Bring your knees up into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Gently rock from side to side. Beautiful. So for today's core, we're going to do a couple different options. First one is going to be a simple crunch. So place the soles of your feet flat on the mat. Feet are still about hips width distance apart. Bring your fingertips back to your ears, keeping your shoulders, or your elbows rather, pointed out to the side. Focus on lifting through the front of your chest. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, crunch, drawing your ribs to your hips. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch. Even when you lower, keep the core engaged. Exhale, crunch. Maintaining space between the chin, exhale, crunch, and the chest. Pretending that you have a crunch apple stuck between your chin and your chest. Crunch. You can move faster or slower, up to you. Move to your speed. That's going to help you maintain the focus on contracting the abs, squeezing them tight, but still moving to a pace that feels comfortable for you. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch. Last two, lower. Exhale, crunch. Last one, lower. Exhale, crunch. Beautiful. Wall to wall stretch. Reach your arms up over your head. Point your toes. Beautiful. And then draw your knees up into your chest for a little hug. Gently rock from side to side. Great job. Bring your hands down to your side. Grab the outsides of your mat and pull it outwards like you're going to rip it in half. Reach your legs all the way up to the sky, keeping your feet flexed so your toes are reaching back towards your shins. Pressing your low back down, squeezing your core for stability and strength. Begin to lower your heels down toward the mat, trying to keep your legs straight and go as low as you can while keeping your low back on the mat. And then when you can't go any lower, lift them all the way back up. Really focusing on our low abs with control, keeping your legs long, extending through the heels, lower as far as you can, and then reach them back up. Noticing that if you really grab your mat and pull it out, it's going to help you keep that low back stable and lift. Only going as far as you can. Today, you'll get stronger, but don't push yourself further than you can today. Beautiful. Always accepting our own level and lift. Let's just do two more here. Extending through the heels, squeeze those low abs and lift. Last one, extend, and lift. Beautiful. Bring your knees in, give yourself a hug, rock from side to side, and then roll over to your favorite side and bring yourself all the way up to a seat. Come back to your trusty tabletop position. And inhale, cow pose. Feeling a nice stretch along the front of the abs. Exhale, cat pose. Allowing the spine to spread out and relax. Beautiful. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. We're going to do one more round with weights. Weights are always optional, so if you don't want them, don't use them. Inhale, step your right foot back. Exhale, step your left foot back. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Place your right foot between your hands. Grab your weights if you're gonna. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Weights come to the shoulders first. Find your stability. Engage that left glute to help you balance. Press your arms up. Weights above the shoulders. Squeezing that low belly in to protect the spine. Bring your arms down like goalposts. Elbows are shoulder height. Close the book, keeping the 90-degree angle. and open, and close, and open. Abs are pulling in the whole time. Close, open. Last 2, open. Last 1, close, and open. Inhale, push your weights up. Exhale, warrior 2. Spin the back heel down. Arms come to a T with bent elbows. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your right arm high. Exhale, hold. Inhale, star pose, creating the X, parallel the feet. Exhale, horse squat. Pivot the heels in. Sink the hips low. If you're feeling exhausted, then feel free to stand up with each squat. Bring your arms down in front of you, palms forward. Activate those glutes as we curl. Lift, lower, lift, lower. If you're not feeling the squat, you can stand for this part too. You do you. Squeezing the abs in, protecting yourself from having your back round. So continue to roll your shoulders down your back, broadening through the chest. Good job. Let's do 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Inhale, star pose, parallel the feet. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, hold. Exhale, extended side angle. Shift forward. Place your right elbow on the thigh. Squeeze the weight strongly. Lift it above your left shoulder. Beautiful. Inhale, look down in front of you. Exhale through the shoulder. Shift the weight down to the mat. Hold runner's lunge. Beautiful. Inhale, lizard lunge. Bring your right hand on the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out and up. Option to keep the back heel lifted or lower the back heel down, and hold this for just a couple breaths here. So the right knee is still stacked up over the ankle. So if you need to walk your toes forward a little bit to make sure the ankle is under the knee, then go for it. And it's fine if the ankle is a little forward in front of the knee. You just want to make sure that you're not overextending your knee by having your ankle be too far behind it. Beautiful. Just holding this stretch here, feeling it, breathing into the tightness. Great job. Inhale, walk your right hand to the outside of your right foot. Walk your right foot back, centered in front of you. Half splits. Begin to straighten the right knee, pointing the right toes up, walking your hands back toward your hips. They don't have to go all the way. Straightening out the back of your right leg. So again, if you have blocks here to place under your hands, go for it. Feel free to grab them. Reaching the chest forward and up, trying to make space from the front of the body, but really feeling the stretch along the back of your right leg. Drawing your right hip back towards your left hip. Beautiful. Holding this, feeling so good. And then slowly bend the knee, walk your hands forward. Step your right foot back to your left. And then lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, cobra or baby cobra. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale through tabletop, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great job. Last round. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Grab your weights if you wanna. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Find the base first. Lift the weights to the shoulders and then press them up to the sky. Beautiful. Squeeze that right glute for stability. Keeping as deep of a lunge as you feel comfortable in the left knee.
Draw your arms down to goalposts. Elbows are shoulder height, squeezing the low belly in as we close and open. And close, 90-degree angles, open. And close, open. Close, open. Last one, close, open. Inhale, push your arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Spin the back heel down, arms come to a T. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm reaches high, squeezing that weight strongly. Inhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, star pose. Reach your arms up like an X, parallel the feet. Exhale, horse squat. Pivot the heels in, toes out. Find the squat first. Then extend your arms down in front of you. Rolling the shoulders down the back. Squeezing the core for stability. Squat is optional. As we curl and lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, 4, lower, 3, lower, 2, lower, and 1, lower. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, warrior two. Pivot the left toes forward, arms come to a T. Inhale, hold. Exhale, extended side angle. Shift your weight forward. Place your left elbow on the knee. Punch the right arm above the right shoulder. Inhale, look down and in front of you. Exhale through the shoulder. Pivot the torso down and carefully release the weights. Hold your runner's lunge for a breath. Beautiful. Inhale, lizard lunge. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Walk your left foot out and up. Lower the right knee down. And just check that knee to ankle alignment. Do you need to walk your left toes forward? If so, do so to make some space. Breathing here if your heart rate's still high. Taking long, slow, deep inhales and complete exhales. Beautiful. Inhale, walk your left hand to the outside of your left foot. Heel toe your left foot back to the center of the mat. Half splits. Walk your hands back towards your hips. Point the left toes high. Straightening out the left knee. If you have blocks, feel free to grab them. Feeling the stretch along the back of the left leg. Beautiful, holding that. Great job. Inhale, slowly bend the left knee. Walk the hands forward. Bring your left foot back to meet your right. And lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, hold. Inhale through tabletop, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Really breathing into the back of the legs once again. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward and have a seat. Bring your legs out in front of you and lower all the way down to your back. Bring your knees with you. Give yourself a hug. Gently rock from side to side. Great job. Inhale, extend your left leg long. Grab both hands around your right shin. Draw your right knee out and up. Inhale, wind removing pose. Exhale, supine twist. Guide your right knee across the body. Stack your right hip over the left. Reach your right arm out to the side. Keep both shoulder blades flat on the mat and draw your right ear down toward your right shoulder. Breathing into the right hip. Slowing down the heart rate with each long inhale and each complete exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Bring both knees into your chest. And then extend your right leg long. Grab both hands around your left shin. Draw your left knee out and up towards your left shoulder. Inhale, wind removing pose. Exhale, supine twist. Guide the left knee across the body. Stack the left hip over the right and reach your left arm out to the side. Both shoulder blades stay flat on the mat. And let your left ear draw down toward your left shoulder. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. You've earned it. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release Shavasana. Extend your arms and legs out long and wide. Be mindful of where your weights might be. Roll your shoulders down your back. And allow yourself to relax through each muscle group. Relax your toes, the balls of your feet, your arches, and your heels. Relax your ankles, your calves, your kneecaps, and your thighs. Relax your glutes and your hips. Soften your low back. Soften your belly. Relax through your fingertips, the pads of your palms, your thumbs and your wrists. Relax your forearms and your biceps. Relax through your shoulders and your whole upper back. Release the neck. Allow your tongue to fall from the roof of your mouth. Relax all of the muscles in your face. Gently begin to bring awareness back to your body and your breath. Gently rock your head from ear to ear. On your next inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Point your toes for a wall-to-wall stretch. And slowly bring your knees up into your chest. Gently rock from side to side and fall over on your favorite side. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly push yourself up to a seat. Cross your legs.
Bring your palms together and sit tall. Sit proud. Squeeze your abdomen, reminding yourself of all the work you put it through tonight. Press your thumbs into your chest. Reach the crown of your head to the sky. Take a deep inhale. May we look inward for validation and acceptance. Inhale, draw your thumbs to your lips. May we speak words of truth, kindness, and encouragement. Inhale, draw your thumbs to your third eye center, our space of introspection and reflection. May we be the change we wish to see in this world. Take a deep inhale to fill yourself with love and light, and exhale to share it with the world. Namaste.